What's up, guys? Daemonxel back again with another soul leveling Arise video. This time, we have the official notice. We actually have two notices to go over. First is the maintenance schedule that has dropped. So this is going to tell us everything that's going on with the maintenance, what we're going to be getting, all that good stuff. Plus, we are getting some gifts, guys. We're going to be getting some gifts. The other is about some balance. It's about the Blessing Stones balances that are going to be changed out as well. So, let's talk about it. All right, so we have the first notice, and this is letting us know that the scheduled maintenance is going to happen roughly on the 31st. So the 30th to the 31st, it's going to happen on 2350 to 0500 UTC. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a while. I think it's at least a couple hours maintenance. This is a lot of stuff that we're going to be getting, guys, with this. All right, so what's all going to be added? Well, we're going to be getting new story chapters called the Hidden Chapters that are going to be added to the original story. We are going to get, we knew about this, we talked about this, the new Hunter SSR Maya Murray and her exclusive weapon called the, and an exclusive weapon called the Bunny Bun Bun. This thing is funny. I don't know, is that her weapon? Let's see, her new hunter and exclusive weapon. I'm thinking that's maybe her weapon. Yeah. So we're also going to be getting new hunter weapons as well as a new weapon for Sun Jin Woo. That's awesome. We're getting new costumes. We're getting the costume dye system. We talked about this earlier in the video about the with the live stream. So we're getting the new dye system being added. We've got the new shadow added, which is going to be Cerebus. We have the max level and activity funds expansion. We knew about the max level being changed to 85. I didn't know about the activity funds expansion. So good to see what's going to happen there. Yes, we have the new difficulty for the Workshop Brewing Light. We talked about this. That was hard. We have the new instance and encore missions and new bosses for those. So don't think it's going to be the same guys. It's not going to be the double puppy. It's not going to be Icarus. It's not going to be the spider. It's not going to be Cerebus. We're going to get two completely new instances. So we're probably going to have 10 tiers of each of those. So we're going to have fun with that. We have the new artifacts being added. We knew about this. Now, I'm thinking they're saying the new artifacts being the ones we're getting from the new instance and encores, which is basically just a new updated level of the old artifacts. I don't think they're talking about brand new artifacts being added, but they could with the new hard difficulty. We don't know. We have the new permanent artifact salvage feature being added to the game. That's when you're going to be you can salvage your artifacts for not only gold, but also artifact enhancement chips. So that's a great feature right there. We have new Hunter Archive stories and secret library being added. That's probably going to be for Murray and possibly Go Gun He. We have new SR Hunter exclusive weapons being added. So that's another round of the craftable SR Hunter weapons. Who knows what's going to be in this one, which characters are going to be. We have new events being added. Those are going to be the summer celebration events. We have new packages being added. That's for purchase. We have system improvements, bug fixes, and of course the balance adjustments for certain hunters and bloodstones. So let's go over the actual content all around. Let's see here. For limited time events such as the event Hunter exclusive weapon designs, the time left will be displayed in the game. For amount of time. Okay, so we have these are all kicking in on Wednesday. These are the ones that are starting off. Let's see. We have the 50th day celebration and 14. Oh, so these are all ending, guys. These are all ending Wednesday, but we knew about a bunch of this stuff. So the summer prelude check-in event, if you haven't already finished that calendar, that's gone. The 14-day check-in event is gone. You is being removed from the limited draw. She's gonna be put into the pool. Probably not this one, but when Go Gun He gets added, she'll probably be put into the regular draw. Let's see. The world's strongest events. Okay, so the time bomb. So all the events associated with you is going to be going away as well. The hidden letters world drop event, that's disappearing. Now, that's not to say the treasure hunt is still going on, guys. So don't worry about that. We're still doing the treasure hunt for a little while longer. Let's see. Medal of Time currency is going away. Let's see. The things that you could buy are going away. That would be the exclusive weapon package for you, the Hunter Total Power Boost, the Workshop Brilliant Light packs 1, 2, and 3, which were not worth the money. I hope you guys didn't spend money on that. The monthly custom draw packs going away, the Summer Lucky Box, the special grade upgrade packs 1 and 2, and the Season Parade packs 1, 2, and 3. They're all going away. So that's the stuff that's going away. They're going to reset the bonus tab for the shop. All right, and this is where it gets juicy, guys. After the update, we are going to be getting in the mail 300 Essence Stones, 1 Gate Key, 10 Weapon Enhancement Gear 2 chips, and this is a big one, 2 million gold. That's right. So you're going to get 2 million gold automatically sent to you after the maintenance. So if you were struggling before with gold, well, you're going to be getting a little bit more to up your stockpile. You're going to need it because now everything's going to have to be brought up to the level 85 now. So that is saying something right there. Let's see, any of the balance notes right here. We don't have a definitive on who's being balanced right now, but let's go over to the other notice, and that itself is the Blessing Stone and Hunter. Now, these are going to let us know. Sorry, this is the Hunter blessings. Sorry, the Hunter balancing and the Blessing Stone balances. Let's go over what we got there. All right, so let's scroll right down to what we have, what we're working with here. All right, so these are balance for certain hunters will be adjusted. Let's see, passive detail. Okay, so this is for you. All right, she's going to be getting a new passive called Magic Reaction. This is going to decrease the target's recovery rate by 4%, stacking up to 20 times. Let's see, her advancement tier 1. When Killshot hits, before it was the original, when Killshot hits, it activates its user core attack and increases their core attack damage by 30% for 6 seconds. Cooldown is 16 seconds. And when the user's core attack hits, it grants Madness effect, and that cools down for 16 seconds. Now, after maintenance, it's going to be Killshot is going to activate user's core, and it's going to increase their core damage by 30% for 6 seconds, and the cooldown 60 seconds. So there's nothing really. They're not changing anything on that. When it uses the core attack, it grants Madness effect. Right, and then I guess this is the new thing, the Madness. Okay, while the user uses Hellfire, they gain the Super Armor effect. Okay, so she's going to gain Super Armor when Madness hits. So that's good. So advancement tier 3. Before it was Trick Shot grants the attack increase effect. Now, when the user uses Trick Shot, it grants the attack increase effect. Doesn't seem like anything different there. Let's see, but they added something else. Okay, so they added these in tier 3 as well. Sorry, for Kill Shot, Hellfire, and Perfect Shot, they increased the skill range. They adjusted to keep the enemy in sight until hitting the enemy. And for Trick Shot, Perfect Shot, they decreased the skill casting duration when casting skill. So yes, she might be moving up on that DPS. Remember, I said that she was a top 3 DPS. She might now be type, 2 now. So we have to wait. We have to bump her all the way up and see what we're dealing with her. So our boy Wu is getting yet another buff. You can't have an update without buffing Wu. So let's see what he's going to get this time. All right, so his passive now is also going to grant Super Armor. It's going to decrease the cooldown of dash by 1 second. Let's see. Okay, so his defense penetration for advancement tier 2 is going up from 8% to 10%. On advancement 5, when he's going to get when the user uses their basic attack 4 times, it activates tier 3 passive. The basic passive effect activated by judgment skill effect in advancement tier 3 will not be applied. Okay. So he's also going to get on Advancement Tier 2. On the Fist of Justice, it's going to deal weak break damage. On Suppress, when skill inflicts stun on the target for 3 seconds. Alright, so we're going to have a built-in stun on him. The Meditation of Power effect, when the user grants his skill, he's going to shield himself equal to 2% of Wu's defense to the team members for 20 seconds. Now, this is without using any of the shield armor or anything like that, and that stacks up to 3 times. So that would be for a total of 6%. And let's see, another level of Wu's exclusive weapon, advancement tier 1 through 5. Okay, so they buffed his weapon. When the enemy enters the break state, all team members' wind damage increases by 4, 6, 7, 8, and 12%, excluding the user of the skill, and the duration is infinite. So this is going to be forever. It does no cooldown on it, and it depends on where you have his weapon made by. If it's an A1, it's an A5. That's what you got. Choi is getting some buffs up. Let's see, his attack and defense penetration is going up from 12% to 16%. His his attack is going up from 10% to 12% with Advancement Tier 2. On Advancement Tier 4, he's going to increase the fire damage by 16%. Let's see what else. So, when in team fight mode, let's see. And the days past 1%. Okay, so he's going to get a change here. The Rain of Flames and Flame Spear pass 2 times faster, and the power of gauge recharges 0.4% every second. So the cooldown of end days is going to pass faster, and so it's going to not only do the cooldown of end of days, but also the Rain of Flames and Flame Spear. And that's on Advancement Tier 5. Let's see. Spark on Advancement Tier 5 is going up. The recharge core attack upon using Spark, base attack 6 times. It's going down to 4 times, so the recharge is going to be faster. On the Rain of Flames, the Mega Crater and the Flame Spear, they've increased the skill hit range on all of these abilities. Cha's getting a buff. Wow, that's crazy. When the user lands a critical hit, applies the waltz. Okay, so we know the dance effect, and it's going to cool down for 20 seconds. But when the skill hits, it applies the waltz. Okay, so it's now going to be a cooldown of 12 seconds from 20 seconds. That's a huge change right there. When the skill hits, it becomes unrecoverable. The waltz of the sword itself, in team fight mode, the duration becomes 6 seconds. So that's awesome. So a little buff to Cha. Emma's getting a little buff right here as well. Let's see here. On her passive, Heat Emission is going to add additional increased fire damage by 7.77%. And on Advancement Tier 3, it's going to apply 5 instants of heat absorption when entering the stage. Alright, so now we're going to move to the Blessing Stone adjustments. Let's see here. Okay, so the Wolf Assassin, we're just going to go rare, heroic, legendary. So we're getting upped a little bit, 1.5% on the rare. We're going from 9 to 12% on the heroic. We're going from 16 to 20% on the legendary. I don't know anyone that really uses this blessing, though. Let's see. Conquer Adversity. Let's see. This is getting a nerf, it looks like. Every time you decreases by... Oh, no, it gets buffed. Every time your hit points decrease by... Okay, so instead of 30%, it's going to be 25%. Instead of the increase of 1.6%, it's going to be an increase of 2%. And it's going to stack up 3 times like normal. On the heroic, it's going to go from 30 to 25 and 2.4 to 3%. And on a legendary, from 4% to 5%. On Kandaru's Blessing, another one I don't know a lot of people use on this one. I could be wrong. So your maximum increase is going up from 4% to 6%, from 6% to 10% on Heroic, and 10% to 16% on Legendary. The Demon Slayer, which just increases your MP, now it's going to go up from 400 to 500, and you recover 3 of your MP every second. From 600 to 7, recovering 4 MP every second. And from 1000 to 1200, recovering 5 MP per second. On Tenacity, let's see, the damage you decrease will be, when you have 30%. Okay, so when you have, instead of going from 30% or less of your maximum HP, it's now going to be increased by 20%. Let's see. let's see, when you decrease by 30%, when you have 30% or less your maximum, you will decrease by 30%, and your okay, so now these are going to be adding, so not only when, let's see, when you have 30%, it's now going to add basically they're adding a defense increase as well, 20%, 30%, and 50%. Sorry, it's been a long night. Okay, so Casca Steel Scales. They've added a shield effect now instead of also just decreasing your damage. So now not only you're going to loot, or your damage can decrease by 6% on the rare, you're also going to get a shield for 6%, then 9 and 9, and then 15 and 15 on the legendary. On the Chains of Blood, they've added your damage taken also increases by 10%. And that's going to be across the board on all three of those. On the HP extraction, they are adding a recovery of 2% of your HP when hitting an elite or higher monster. On the rare, 3% on heroic, and 5% on the legendary. And those are the adjustments on those blessing zones. Now, these are buffs to those blessing zones that no one really uses. So that's good that these ones are getting buff. And that's going to be what we're going to have right now. Until the update. Hopefully, we're going to get a little bit more information. I'm looking forward to maybe getting a more bigger breakdown on the guilds. But these are your notices, hot off the presses. I hope this finds you guys. Yeah. I hope you guys find this information entertaining, informative, all that good stuff. And if you rock with my channel, go ahead and tag that subscribe button, ring that bell, share and like the video, do all that good stuff. And until I talk to you again, have a great week, have a great weekend, adventure safe, and remember, here on the channel, we're always one vision, one purpose, one front.